Like the video. It's free. All of that stuff. I ain't done it in a while. It's been a minute. But how is everyone? Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Let me just make this for us in a minute. There we go. So, y'all, what is going on? I had a very good weekend. This was my weekend off, so I enjoyed it. I've been off since Wednesday. So, I went to Ann Arbor. I had an appointment that I had to go to at the university. That went well. Sounds really promising. I'll let y'all know how that goes. But anyway, how was y'all doing? I watched everything last night that I needed to get through. Ooh, that didn't do much. That was a weak roll. Um, I watched Atlanta. I watched Sister Wives. I watched the part 3 of the Baddies reunion. I watched Caught in the Act. And what else did I watch? And then mostly all day before that, I just got it cracking on Sons, because I'm taking the ride again. I'm on season 5. And and it's a wonderful thing. But anyways, let's talk about Atlanta real quick first. So Kenya is gone and she is truly missed. And Portia, here's the thing. I was so happy for Portia to be back this season. But now that I've seen her on here, it's not giving the way I thought it was going to give. She has a lot going on. She's getting divorced from Simon and all of this back and forth going on between them. It would have made for great TV. But Simon wanted to make sure that didn't go down. So he basically blocked her from talking about everything. She can't even film in her house. It's giving friend of the show. It's giving friend of the show. And it's weird because this being her homegirl Shamia's first season, you would think that they would be having a good old kiki time. But it's looking like Shamia should have been on the show a long time ago. And maybe this should have been Portia's starting up jump point. I'm not sure. But Portia during her trip. Now, Portia had to do a lot this episode because this is her birthday trip, right? And she doesn't have much of a storyline that she can put out there because Simon is blocking her from everything. Everything. So she ain't got much to work with. So what does she have? She has this thing with Drew and Dennis and this whole thing. Now let me say this. This is as much as a storyline for Drew as it is for Portia. Because I don't know at what point Drew is really going to start talking about Ralph or not. Because she really doesn't want anything said. But as we just seen it all come out that he won the part where he gets to stay in the basement and all of this other stuff. So he ain't got to go nowhere. And that's exactly what he wanted. He wanted to be able to stay in the house with the kids so he can be an active father. I personally don't understand why you would want to, because hear me out. If him and Drew are constantly going at it, right? That's not good for the kids to see. Now, if they can be amicable, learn how to get along in front of the children, okay, I get it. That's fine. But however, if that were the case, if it is the case, I don't see why Drew wouldn't want that herself or her kids. I don't understand. If he is comfortable with sleeping in the freaking basement, the basement, if he is comfortable sleeping in the basement, I feel like that says a lot. Unless he just ain't got nowhere to go. That could be the case too. He may not have nowhere else to go. But the fact that he wants to still be there and be there for his kids still says something. Even though it may be, he may have ulterior motives, the point that he still would be in the house with the kids is still a win for the kids. And it's still a win for y'all. Because still, y'all still working this out. Y'all still married. So basically the money is still within the family, right? So you would think that still you would want to keep the money in the family. Why pay for a whole nother house, apartment, whatever, when you can still keep it in the family? Do what you gotta do. Pay for the kids. Pay for y'all divorce. Whatever y'all gonna do. Because it looks really sad. So when he got everything, and there's a video out, you got everything. You could see Drew is pissed. She's calling him an idiot, basically, or he's stupid and all of this stuff because he won. And of course she upset because he won. He's still in the basement. But girl, you should be happy that he wants to still be close some way, somehow, even if it is because he need a place to stay. You should be grateful. You should be grateful, especially if you want to be spending all your time with Dennis now, especially if you want to be a you want to be this glamorous singer and have a career and all of that and everything. You're going to need a babysitter. So let Ralph stay. There's no point. Just let Ralph stay. But the thing is, Ralph has come out with his whole thing on YouTube where he is telling his side of the story in a whole new light. You know, I don't know how much time that Bravo will give him to talk, if he'll have a confessional and all of that stuff, but it looks like it don't look like he's going to be able to say what he wants to, and that's why he is doing his own thing. That's all I can think of. But whatever it is, all I know is Drew ain't got nothing going on besides this whole dinner situation. Portia ain't got nothing going on besides this whole dinner situation. So they basically need each other, I feel. So I'm wondering, this is back and forth going to go on the whole entire season. And let's get to the point of why she went to the birthday party anyway. Girl, you got on a plane and you came to a birthday party to a girl where you is frolicking around with her baby daddy. I just don't understand. Now, mind you, no, she did get at Drew. The very first episode broke the fourth wall and everything, basically, talking about the whole situation between them. And Drew still don't get it because obviously she just got word, Portia got word while they were on the trip that Drew is still actively filming scenes with Dennis. After she just had that whole entire conversation with Dennis about the whole situation. And again, I'm still trying to figure out whose career has Dennis helped get off the ground. I ask that because out of all, we are in Atlanta, honey. We are in Atlanta. Out of all of the producers, whatever Dennis is claiming to be, wasn't he the hot dog dude or something? Didn't he have restaurants? But now we're doing music. I'm just trying to follow the hustle. I'm trying to follow the hustle. But you want to trust Dennis with your music career. Out of all the producers in Atlanta, we in Atlanta, and you want to trust Dennis? I don't understand why you want to put so much trust in Dennis. And then knowing how Portia feels, why would you still do it? What is Dennis about to do for you so good that you want to go and do this to Portia? It just don't make sense. But Portia, I mean, you have friends and you don't go into their house and you don't took their whole entire husband. So can we really go to bat that hard for Portia? That's the thing. We can see what is wrong, but we can also see that maybe this is her karma. Who knows? I don't know. But this is a karma enough for what she has done. For what she has done. Sleeping with other people's men. So On the trip, they Angela went to bed. And I guess, she got her phone out. Angela is a G. This is her first season on the show, but Angela is not playing. She is not having it. She came with her phone and she is recording Portia and Shamia and Kelly, and they're all out there at the pool talking. And the cameras don't show, but apparently Portia says she better stop, or she better shut up, or she better something before I blink her husband. And normally we could just be like, well, damn, okay. But when it comes from Portia, you gotta take it with a grain of salt because it's Portia. And Portia takes your husband. Portia will sleep with your husband. Portia has done it. She's been there, bought a postcard and a t-shirt and all of that good stuff. So when Portia says something like that, you kind of got to take it seriously. You kind of got to be like, hold on, wait a minute, stop. What? And so in good fashion, the next morning when she woke up, Portia, being a morning person, I guess, all chipper and happy and wanting to be in her face saying, hey, good morning, and all of this other stuff. Angela was not having it. She's like, look, I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be fake. Hi, basically, hi. And was going about her business. Because one thing is for sure, she said she is not about to have nobody playing about her husband. And I understand that, but what did Angela say, or what were the girls talking about that would warrant Portia to say that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And it comes to the point where it's like, okay, Portia, are you really doing too much? Or are you doing this for the cameras? It comes to a point where you like, okay, is this really her being her? Or is this her trying to, get talked about for this episode? Is this her trying to be the MVP? Look, I don't know, but all I know is if someone talking about sleeping with my husband, I'm definitely gonna address it head on, no matter what. And I like Angela for that because, like Kelly, who's acting like a pick me, and I want to be down, I want to be bad, and she want to be the in crowd. She's falling in with this, and it looks really bad for her. But I still like her, but she ain't done nothing to make me be like, okay, what's up? It just seems like she's just here to be one of the girls, okay? So she hasn't given me anything yet. But Angela's stepping up, and Britt, I'm just tired of her. Like, you are trying way too hard. I'm tired of you. I'm done. I'm done. I still don't feel bad for what Kenya did to you. And now it's funny because although what Kenya did and got her kicked off, the girls are still bringing it up. And how is that fair? The girls are still bringing it up. They bring it up next episode. So, what are we doing here? Justice for Kenya still. Justice for Kenya still. Derek Stewart, what's up, boo? What's up? What's up? I don't understand. I don't understand. But we'll leave it at that. But baby, baddies. It was the third episode. It was the third part of Baddies last night, and we finally seen the go down between everyone else that we didn't see for the first two episodes. We're on the social media is on debate on whether or not Dolly got her tooth knocked out. The cameras show something flying out of her mouth or from the width of her mouth when the fight was going on. And then you see her with the ice pack over her face the entire time afterward. But however, when she's talking, I can't make out to see anything missing. I don't see the tooth missing. Did I not look good enough? Because I didn't see the tooth missing. If so, if there is, I need someone to tell me where I need to look at. Because I'm looking all over this girl's mouth. And she got all her teeth, all her fronts, all her sides, all her bottoms, all her top. I don't see where The tooth fell out. I'm still looking for it. But she got her ass whooped. She did get her ass whooped. She got it whooped. I don't know how much more better she could have done with or without her hand being fucked up the entire season. Because remember, her hand was messed up the entire season. So she couldn't really fight after like her first two weeks. She got her hand messed up. So she couldn't really fight. As I'm watching her, the reunion, I don't see much of a difference. So could she have really got down with the got down when it was going on during the season? Look, all I know is it was weird for me that Tasiki, this whole third part, she changed clothes, she sat down, she shut up, she didn't say nothing. But when it went to everyone saying their goodbyes, she went on to say that she was sorry for earlier and how I can't remember what happened or what was so bad that she felt embarrassed for or shunned. I don't know. I can't remember. But I don't know why she felt that way. She was good. She was doing her thing. I don't know why she felt that way. But you could see her like that for the third part of the episode. And I'm just like, boo-boo, what's wrong? What's wrong? I don't get it. But, you know, it is what it is. But that was the third episode. And that was it. Anna and this piece of Rolly's wig on top of her head, though, that was sent to me. Anna and Biggie. First of all, can we talk about Biggie? Biggie, you were my favorite for a while. But it got to the point where you just wasn't doing nothing. You just weren't doing anything. Now, some of the times, the girls will contest to the point that you don't have... Thank you for the like. I appreciate someone who comes in and likes the video. Thank you for the second like. I appreciate those who are watching and like the video. Derek Stewart, I hope one of these is yours, because how dare you even speak to me? You ain't even like my video. But anyway. But, Biggie. Biggie has never been a fighter. And I accepted that when I first met her, because, you know, oh, I'm getting to know Biggie, a big girl on here. Oh, she's so cool, she's so sweet, and all of this stuff. But then it got to the point where, okay, Biggie, you're here. We are here. We are on baddies. We gonna need you to be a little bit bad. She is more of a baddie off camera than she is on camera. She's a social media baddie, if you would say. A keyboard baddie, behind the screens baddie, because she will talk all of her shit when the show is not on. She will talk it, she will speak it, she will strut it, she will yell it to the mountaintops. This, that, the third. But when it comes to the show, she don't be having that smoke. She want to talk her way out of all of the stuff that she said before the season started. She really, really did. And it's giving, girl, you gotta go. Now, is she on Africa? I hope not, because she don't need to be there. Biggie, it has read her course on baddies. She's no longer needed. It was good for a minute, but now it's not. If you coming on baddies has been on long enough to where you know what you need to do, talk about, you know what the people are here to see. You know what the formula is. Let's get with the program. And Biggie was so sweet that she was a fan favorite, but you're not a baddie. You can be a host or maybe the house mom, like whatchamacallit was on the cabaret, but that's all that is at this point, because you're not a fighter. You're just not. You wanted to get at most of the girls in the audience more than the girls on stage. And you know that can't happen. And so you was really popping your shit to the girls in the audience. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. But hey, you know what it is. What else did I watch last night? Do. Sister Wives. Not really much to talk about the Sister Wives except Cody. Cody, we know you was full of shit from the beginning when you talked about that you never loved your wives. We know that you did. We know that it is your ego trip. But we also know that you have found the love of your life and you need to act like it. Quit pretending still. We can respect you if you would just respect yourself. Respect you and Robin's monogamous marriage. And while Robin would have sit up there and ask, "Are you okay with it just being us? Are you gonna look for another wife?" Robin, first of all, you know he is okay with it just being y'all. Because he asked you that last season. He asked you that last season. We all remember, toward the end. Is this going to be enough for you, Robin? We remember when he asked you that. That whole awkward thing. That whole awkward scene when we knew that that's what all that was for. He asked you then, could you accept him? So you try to act like it's a girl, boo. We all know that you just wanted that man for yourself, and now that you got him, stop with the charade. Let's just stop it. Can we stop it? That's all I'm gonna say. And Mary, but we already know how it all is. Yeah, Mary, do what you gotta do because this Coyote Pass mess, Cody is trying to get over. And if it ain't Cody, it's Robin. And if it ain't Robin, it's Robin going through Cody trying to do it. And Cody don't know or too dumb or love is blind and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, whatever, whatever. It's just whatever. But But yeah, it's 12, so I need to get up on out of here because y'all see I haven't even done nothing with myself. But let me see what is going on. Let's see if there's anything we need to address before I get off of here real quick. So I got my tablet finally running, so now I can be in here and still at the same damn time. Um, what is going on? I'm just looking real quick, trying to look around and see what's happening. Boo, boo, boo. Let's see what Neighborhood Talk is talking about real quick. The neighborhood. Oh, we've got... I'm sick of looking at Caroline, the House Speaker. She really irks me. Like, she really get on my nerves. Really, really bad. Trippie Redd claims he hasn't been an official, but there hasn't been an official baby shower yet for his and Coily Ray's baby after Coy posted herself celebrating. First of all, let the woman celebrate whatever she want to celebrate. You look like you about to be a deadbeat dad anyway. She called it right, and I hope that you not, because that would be really fucked up, and I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm profiling, if you will. But it is what it is. What is this? Video services of Drewski's 2024 arrest where officers allegedly caught him driving with a suspended license and no insurance. Drewski seemingly couldn't fit in the back of the cop car. I know you're a big guy. It's not going to be too comfortable. It's not comfortable in the back of a cop car, period. No matter what size you are. Shit. Oh, did anyone watch Love Hotel? Love Hotel. That was so good. So Love Hotel is Giselle, Ashley, Shannon, and Luann all looking for love. And I'm gonna tell you this: there's only one person there for Giselle. If Giselle ain't gonna get with Jay, Giselle, you can go home and let Jay go home. Ain't nothing gonna happen. That's all that's popping. Jay, I hope look, Jay is your only hope. Oh, only hope. And he a good looking man. He look like he got his shit together. He looks fun. He look like he can do something in the bed. He look like he got all of that going for Giselle. So girl, you better try that. But I see her trying to get some little cream in her coffee too with one of Shannon's little meats that Shannon like. So that's gonna be a thing for thing going on. Like, okay. But the men were giving. The men were definitely giving. Wale. Is it Wale? That Ashley guy? Yeah, I like him. He cute, he fun. But then you see in the previews to come that she talks about the kiss, and the kiss wasn't all of that. But we already know Ashley gonna end up with somebody white. Let's not even play. Let's not even play. We already know. Let's not even play. But Wale is fine. And had he not wanted kids, Giselle would have went up for that too. But I love that she respected the fact that he did want kids, and he do want kids, and she do. So she was like, "Look, I like it for Ashley." So I like that. Giselle is trying to get in good with Ashley for Wale, and Ashley is trying to get in good for Giselle with Jack. So that's cute how they got that whole thing going on. Maybe a little double date. That'll be fun. In the next episode, all the girls get to go on one-on-ones. So we'll see. Luann, I think she is going to have the most fun out of all of them. She's already in her element. This is right up her alley. She could have been the only woman there and been okay. So she's got a lot to pick from. I like Mark, and I like, was it Jerry or whatever? But Jerry seems is an indoor guy, and Luann, you got to catch her outside. Now, this guy that Shannon's talking to, Gator Shoes, I like him for her. I like him for her. He opened up right away, told him about, he's been married twice, his wife passed, and all of this other stuff. So he's ready to get out there. He seems fun. He looks like a good time. I like him for Shannon so far. So I'm really, really liking this show. And so I'll be back to talk about it some more. But it is giving. I love the fun little host. He seems to be a fan of the show and of the girls, so he knows what these girls are about. So he knows how this needs to go. It seems like the men are gonna get a little hesty testy at some point. The men are gonna, duke it out a little bit. Not physically, but verbally. And it looks like a good time. It's very refreshing. Me and my sister were talking. We were like, oh my God, Vicky would have had a good time. Uh, who else? Like, so many of the girls would have had a good time. So I'm hoping that this season is a success. And there'll be a new season. And it's time for another girls trip, especially since y'all don't shelved one. It's time to bring one on. Is anyone asking or harassing Andy about another girls trip? If not, we need to get up on it. We really, really do. All right, I need to get up on out of here. I'm sorry if I did not cover anything that was in the caption. Y'all know how I do. I get to talk about anything and everything, and I just go off the handle. I didn't get to talk about Caught in the Act that came on last week. Oh my gosh. Did y'all see Skittles? Skittles, girl, you knew daggone well that was not your man. And that's all I'm going to say. Y'all have a good Monday, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye.